Put it on God. You wasn't Charli D'Amelio when she was 18. And I want to take that a step further. Put it on God, you ain't when she was 17.
Ladies and gentlemen, we had to bust out the red lighting today because Faze Clan is no more. I'm sure you all have heard that by now. Following this breakup, though, have become some serious allegations emerging, including Faze Banks, who is one of the original founders of Faze Clan, being linked to having a very inappropriate relationship with Charli D'Amelio. You know, the Charli D'Amelio that dances around on TikTok and whatnot. Apparently, they had a relationship and hooked up when she was not exactly 18, at least according to some rumors. Now, apparently the big reason why Faze wanted to disband all of a sudden was because this man, Matt Kalish, the co-founder and president of DraftKings, the gambling site, and 74.5% owner of Faze, had involvement in the recent collapse after asking for 20% of creators' earnings. So basically, Faze wanted to take 20% of all earnings from the creators. They wanted a cut, right? And that obviously made a few of these streamers very, very unhappy. Now, this whole drama started because Faze Banks ended up dropping this video called Why PlaqueBoyMax Left Faze. It's a 20-minute long video. Obviously, I'm not going to play it in its entirety, but the rundown of this video is he ended up talking about how certain Faze members would essentially join the group to milk the name, you know, milk and grow their platform, and then they leave. And he specifically calls out PlaqueBoyMax as doing so.
Max, I'm going to be talking to you directly, and for everybody watching, I'm going to be sharing our conversations from the time I left Faze till now, including all the drama and all the issues, supposed issues that me and Max have had, because his cousin just went live, and apparently I'm this fucking awful, terrible guy, monster, who Max had all these issues with. But as you'll see, and when I share our conversation, that's not the energy that Max has given me over the last 5 months. As a matter of fact, and not to spoil anything, but I've talked to Max more in the last 5 months than every other Faze member combined. Max has asked me for opinions on everything from creative to content to his career. He's asked me personally for help managing his career from here on out. He's confided in me about his team sucking and things falling apart. And the big one, since Max wanted to go live and talk about standing on business, and I was right, and look who was right, and I left Faze first, and look at me, 100K viewers, high as fuck off the clout, and the fucking engaged, just proving everything that I said 100% right yesterday. This streamer brain shit is real. They are actors. And he jumped on this opportunity not because he cares about anything that I've done or cares about anything that I've said. It's because it makes the most sense. Kick me while I'm down and farm this Faze shit and suck as much as he can out of it. And that's what they fucking do.
Now, he ends up showing a whole bunch of screenshots and messages and things like that, but that's not what this video is focused on, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. Basically, him and PlaqueBoyMax end up going back and forth on like who clout chased who and who used who and who was the good guy, who was the bad guy. But again, we're going to be getting into the allegations regarding the more serious things, the more life-ruining, career-ruining things, such as Faze Banks possibly messing with a younger Charli D'Amelio. Now, PlaqueBoyMax's cousin, also known as FatBoyDip, yeah, we're really getting into the weeds of these names here, ended up making the insane allegation that Faze Banks was involved in a relationship with a 17-year-old Charli D'Amelio.
Put it on God. You wasn't Charli D'Amelio when she was 18. And I want to take that a step further. Put it on God, you ain't bitch when she was 17. Now, gang, I did a little something. Like, I see she's from Massachusetts, too. Like, you slid in her shit. Like, yo, I miss home, too. Like, I want to know how you went and fucked that bitch. I know you fucked that bitch because you carrying around like an arm trophy. Bitch can't even drink, gang. Bitch can't even drink. The waiter sneaks her a drink.
Which is obviously a humongous allegation. Again, a life-ruining allegation. Now, according to Faze Banks, this wasn't true. What happened was Faze Banks, albeit close to 40, ended up messing around with Charli when she was 19. which is weird. You can argue it's a little weird, but Charli D'Amelio, in my opinion, is a pretty girl, right? If she tried hitting me up, I'm close to 30 at this point. And I wouldn't say no, right? I can't be too mad at the dude for hooking up with a adult. But the allegations of him, G-wording, brooming, similar, rhymes with that word, Charli D'Amelio, on the other hand, I can't defend that, but I'm also not going to just blindly believe someone who already hates this man when both Charli D'Amelio and both Faze Banks have put out their sides, and proof that we can find on the internet, such as them meeting up, are when she was an adult.
You've reached 911 for the city of Los Angeles. Do not hang up.
I'm not.
Call will be answered by the next available operator. Please remain.
Gang, this is an emergency. This is an emergency. This is an emergency. This is an emergency. Hi, sir. I have a concern. Huh? No. This is more of a, I want to make a complaint.
And not only did he end up calling Faze Banks essentially a P word, a creep, a monster, an Epstein, he also ended up calling the police on Faze Banks, which I don't know if these aren't accurate allegations. Even in FatBoyDip's claims, he claims that these are allegations. I don't think you should call the police. I feel like if you don't have any evidence or any type of proof, it's just kind of hearsay, something you heard. You should kind of let the victim in the situation, which would be Charli D'Amelio, do that. Again, Charli D'Amelio ended up replying to Faze Banks when he gave his side of the story with a thumbs up. So in my eyes, that's her basically agreeing with Faze Banks over someone like FatBoyDip. But for context, this is Banks's response to FatBoyDip. It says, "Wow, the ultimate line has been crossed. To lie about something so disgusting and harmful is despicable. You guys are pure evil. For the record, I first met Charli in April of 2024, a couple weeks before her 20th birthday. Our relationship is nobody's business, and it's disgusting that these people lied about it to hurt me with zero regard for how it affects her. I'm on the phone with Charli as I type this. This is beyond unfair. Neither her or I deserve this, and again, we will be in pursuit of the truth and handling this legally moving forward. Our lawyers will be in contact with PlaqueBoyMax's team." And you can see he's on the phone with Charli D'Amelio on FaceTime audio for 31 minutes. And this is the one that Charli gave a thumbs up to. Some of the big claims here I'm seeing is that, maybe Charli's under an NDA. Maybe she can't truly say how she feels because she's on a non-disclosure agreement by the Faze Banks team. Who knows? I'm not going to make that accusation. Again, I don't want to pick a side. I'm just covering this from the side that I think is fair, which is honesty, which is the truth, which is not moving the goalposts, right? We can't say someone is a P word, an Epstein, a Diddy, and then 5 minutes later when they're not that, say, yeah, but they're still gross for doing it. I don't care what's gross. I don't care what's weird. I don't care what's morally not okay. I want to know what's legal. I want to know what's right. I want to know what's correct. And if Banks is a 32-year-old man messing with a 20-year-old, life goes on. I truly don't care. So, moral of the story, right? These are very serious allegations. Again, life-ruining allegations. These are the types of allegations where even if he beats it, even if he beats the UA allegations of talking to her when she was not exactly 18, he's still going to be blamed or looked down upon, right? Because he's 30 something. I'm pretty sure he's like 32. When I said he was 40, I was exaggerating quite a bit. He's literally like 4 years older than me, and she's also like 20, right? Sure, 12 years difference, but it's two adults, two grown adults. I mean, she's like 1 year off from drinking, right? She can't drink, but she's still an adult. It doesn't really matter how we feel morally about that situation or emotionally. I'm sure some of maybe your parents, there might be even a larger age gap with your parents, and we're not over here pearl clutching over something like that, right? End of the day, I care about the facts. I care about the truth. I don't think this man is a G word, a P word, any of these other words. I don't think he's a monster for dating a hot 20-year-old. Charli D'Amelio's a baddie, right? Is it just because she was a famous child star, right? Is it because she grew up essentially on the internet that it makes it weird? Because then by that logic, you know, nobody should ever think that Jenna Ortega's attractive, or no one should ever think that Sabrina Carpenter is attractive, or Zendaya, or anyone who's ever been a child before, right? If someone was ever a child and you think they're attractive now as an adult, you're a problem, actually. Like, we need to truly get this mindset onto the internet that these terms are very dangerous. These terms, these words that people say, these accusations that people hurl based on hearsay are extremely dangerous. This is not me defending Faze Banks. If he did something bad, right? If he was talking to Charli when she was 1'7", in a attempt to essentially let her age up and then he can pursue something, that is bad. Am I defending that? Absolutely not. But what I am defending is a 32-year-old man messing with a 20-year-old or a 19-year-old. Because even though morally it's a little awkward, even though emotionally it might hurt you, you know, it's not illegal. It's not a crime. Someone's career shouldn't be ruined because they like hot 20-year-olds. I'm sure if you were in your 50s, right, you're probably like, man, 20-year-olds are immature, but they do look good. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. I just feel like I'm, you know, maybe I'm in La La Land. That's why I want to know what you guys think. Comment your thoughts down below. Like the video, share it, subscribe it. Let me know I am wrong. Let me know I am right. Let me know if I'm just smoking on that Faze pack right about now, because personally I feel like these are some pretty insane allegations, and I am not down to clown with these allegations based on what little to zero evidence we have. Thanks for watching.